when I was working in, well, this is probably one of my proudest moments. I worked at a company called Vertex, and we worked on a drug for a rare disease drug for cystic fibrosis. And in my particular role, I was on the finance side, but I was able to take on a project where I was able to look at ways to ensure that patients who couldn't afford drug would get access to medication for free if they needed to. I worked on the project, pretty much night and day until I figured out a way to make it work, got it through all the channels. And when I was able to get that done, I presented it, and it was accepted, and it's now gone on to become a really successful program. And to me, being able to know that there's people out there who are getting access to this drug who would not have had access is something that's so really rewarding. So rewarding to me to know that I'm making that was an impact I could make, and that's something that I think secretly I've been really wanting is more and more impact in life. And that's kind of, I guess, really, I would say maybe one of the impacts, the reasons why I wanted to be a coach is become more impactful.
Can I ask you, Tony, what was impactful about that to you? Like, thank you. It's what was impactful? And the thing about this year is I'm going to keep going deeper with you, to you.
Yeah.
Take yourself to that moment. What was going on inside that really impacted you?
It may be a bit selfish, but there's an element of like feeling like it was a personal accomplishment, something that I did that I was able to take control of and feel like a direct impact on people. Whereas in prior situations, I might have had like associative impact. And I think that was where a lot of the challenges that I was having is I wanted to make more impact, and I was still very impatient to make more impact in life. I think that was where that was showing up most of all, at least at that point in my career. It was important for me to see that one little thing I could do could have a ripple effect on people throughout the world. That's life-changing and world-changing.
Tell me more about the inpatients there.
Well, first and foremost, the inpatients there are mostly children, and they, would be through a lifetime of being on being on having compression suits, lots of medication that would just like not really serve them in terms of treating the disease. It would just be daily medication to kind of treat bacterial infections or other types of things they go through. The cost of being a CF patient, cystic fibrosis patient, is astronomical. And the outcome is that they usually don't live to be an adult. Now, there are patients who are living to be adults, which is truly amazing. So.
Let me check in with you really quickly here. Mm. Now there are children who are living to be adults. How does that make you feel to be able to say that?
It's amazing. It truly is. To me.
What feeling in particular are you feeling right now? I want to do is not be in the head of this all. I want to just act like we can't answer your deeper questions until we go deeper. So tell me about the emotion that you're feeling in this moment.
Well, it's inspiration. It's inspired. I feel full of joy that, there's so much that we as a society have been able to do by working together and creating things that we collectively have been able to do by bringing smart minds together. And it's not really just one person working alone. It's really by building off of the ideas of other people and, seeing through that. So I know from an emotional perspective, it really is that joy and inspiration that just kind of makes me feel so good. But ultimately, it's about seeing that overwhelming, feeling of like just being part of this amazing wheel of life that's building on each other. It's not a wheel; it's more of a pyramid that it just builds on each other, one innovation after another.
We're just getting started. Click on the link below to watch the full conversation and go to niyamaashan.com/tribe to get additional resources and exclusive invitation to tribe-only events. Journey on.